Hey, Shalom. Shalom Babakar. Okay. Shalom Babakar. Kal Halalim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. All praises, honor, glory, and blessings and power be unto Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone. And a hearty shalom to the prophets of our body, and shalom to the 144,001 third. May peace and blessings and the spirit of endurance be upon you and your households as we approach the end sooner rather than later. Okay, right. And what's the date today? 10th of March. We're in month 3, and time is going fast, and the Lord is speeding up the time for the elect's sake. Okay, let's go to that scripture first. Let's go to Mark. I always read Matthew 24 and 22. Let's go to Mark 13:20. Mark 13:20. And except that the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. All right. Now I've spoken to a couple of people here and there. They don't feel. Actually, well, a lot of people are already getting involved in this conversation because everyone is engrossed in their issues that they go through on a daily basis. But for the most part, one or two people have said that time isn't going fast for them. Well, that's because most of those people that are saying that have taken the you know what, okay, the 1-9 you know what, right, the juicy juice, all right, and we don't even want to understand that kind of mindset, all right, but we, the hopeful elect, can feel that time is going fast, right? I mean, just the other day, I was waiting to meet a family member, right? And they said an hour. Okay, I'll be there in an hour. And that hour went quick like it was 10 minutes. I'm not joking. It was like, damn, man, you know? It was like, it just went, amazingly fast. And there was an article, which I can't find right now, but I did make a video of it. It was an article. Esau Edom is a meticulous record keeper and likes to look into things, and you know, they're wiser than Daniel. Loosely paraphrasing a scripture, and they do a diligent search. Because they got the technology on the left hand side to measure this and measure that, and this and the third, and they said that the time is going faster by 33%, and 33% is 1/3, right? And who's the elect? The 1/3. So that was highly spiritual in itself. Okay. But let's get back to the verse of the day, all right, which is this one, which really, because I go to the verse of the day just to see, what the Lord's vibration for that particular day is, just to see, I always check it out, say, what's the Lord saying today? Chuck in the search engine, verse of the day, KJV, and John 1 and 12 came up. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, even to them that believe on his name. Okay, what is the name? What is the name? Okay, I made a video yesterday about prayer is power, but what is a name? If you're going to call upon someone to help you, you're going to call upon heaven. You're going to call upon the power of heaven. You're going to call upon the power of heaven and earth and beyond. Okay, that created every single intricate thing in this world. Okay, and if you want that power to hear you, You're going to say, hello, can you hear me? Is that what you're going to say? What are you going to say? You're going to be like these crazy people out there that have sold out. Hello, Most High, Christ bless. Can you hear me? Can you please deliver me? Or hello, Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, are you going to deliver me? Right? The sons of God, right? Today are the Israelites. It's that same lineage. Okay, that hasn't changed. Nobody else can jump the queue or jump into a queue that does not belong. That queue. If that queue says Israelites only, okay, like you go to a club and you have a special code word to get in. All right, and that club is for the Israelites only, and the name to get in is you have to know the Most High's name. All right, and loosely paraphrasing the scripture, the name of the Lord is dreadful unto the heathen, and 2/3 are heathens, as well as the heathen itself, the natural heathen, the other nations. Okay, so they're not going to say it, and they don't believe it, and they don't say it with conviction. But who's going to say that name? The elect. They believe on the name. Okay, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High, even to them that believe on his name. The elect believe on the name. Faith is a gift. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11 verse 6. Without faith, it is impossible to please him. Okay? You need faith. Faith is a gift. What did the Lord say? Faith is a grain of a mustard seed. A mustard seed is very small. You can move mountains if you believe. You got to believe. That's the thing. You can't be half-hearted. What did the Lord say? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You know? For example, if you're at home that day, like it's a Saturday, you got the day off, you do your spiritual work, you do what you got to do, right? And you think to yourself, oh, let me just, let me clear out the garage, or let me, I don't know, chores that you got to do around the house. Or then you think to yourself, no, I want to relax today. I've had a hard week. I want to just chill today. And you don't know whether you're coming or going. That's like a headless chicken. You got to have conviction. You got to be sure this is what I'm going to do. You know, you have to be sure. Okay, what are you going to do? Because what the Lord say, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Okay, and what gives you stability? Wisdom. Let's get the scripture. Wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. Uh-oh, got the wrong one there. 1 second. Okay, Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai is his treasure. This knowledge gives us stability. The name of the Lord gives us stability. It gives us hope. It gives us real positive, motivated vibration. It gives me personally, I'm gonna say about myself, it gives me a feeling of like, we're just finishing up work, we're in the last few hours to go, and then we got permanent vacation in the world, or the new world coming of Yahweh Bahashem Yahshai. That's the way I feel. Like we're finishing up work, we're getting, because the elect are full of flavor. The elect are full of vibration. The elect are full of vigor. The elect are full of the Lord's positive vibration. Okay, the elect, were, when they were immersed in this world was going on and on and on. It was, the world was popping, the clubs are popping. The music was somewhat good. Now the elect have come out of that world, and what's happening? this world is falling because the elect are not in it anymore. The elect are not immersed in this world anymore. The elect have, you know, chuck their spiritual vehicle into reverse and say, fuck this. I'm out of this bitch. You know, I'm going, the Lord has called me. Yahweh Bahashim Hashai has called me. You know, they chucked their spiritual vehicle into reverse gear and said, you know what? I'm not in this world no more. Okay. And now what? This world is falling because you know what? Our punishment is accomplished. Hence the reason, America, the UK, Europe, wherever the stronghold of stolen lands, this so-called white man is reigning. Okay, Esau, Edom. Okay, every part of the world is falling. Why? It's crumbling. Why? Literally crumbling. The damn roads are fucked up. Pardon my French. Okay, because we're at the feet of the dream in the book of Daniel. Okay, of the statue, the concrete feet, and this world is concrete. It's Esau's big ass cave. It's falling because our punishment is accomplished. Okay, and the elect, all right, have a real positive optimism, however you want to call it, positive mindset. While the world is crying and bitching and moaning, the elect, all right, have a really positive mindset because we know greater days are coming. Okay, we know greater days are coming. All right, and we have the name, and that name gives us happiness, man. Because like that song, lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. Okay, and what did the Lord Yahushua say? Right? Ye are my friends. Let me see. Oh, my friends. In John 15:14. Let's go to 13. John 15:13. Greater love hath no man. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Okay. And it's the Lord speaking, it's in red. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Verse 15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Okay? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Hashai has given us knowledge. To each person according to his office, he's got enough knowledge to get into the chariot with his Lord's will. Okay? And the Lord said that ye are my friends. The elect are the Lord's friends. Okay? The elect are redeemed by Yahushua through the Most High. Yahweh ordained Yahushua to be the sacrificial lamb to redeem who? The elect. And who the elect? They're the friends of Yahushua. Okay? Because it says here, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Jake does that all the time. Be it in war and things of that nature. And we got that little bit of a beautiful spirit because, we're just mere mortals at this moment in time. A little bit of this lovely spirit that our King, His Majesty Yahweh Shai, did such an immense work, and I can't even put words on it how immense that work is to redeem the elect, man. So we're the friends of the Lord, and as well as I do, you hope for elect members, man. The spiritual dreams and visions and things that you see on a daily basis, there's that spiritual confidence building up in you. Okay? That's building up in you. All right. Let me just go to scripture again. Okay? But as many as received him, to them he gave he power. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High, even to them that believe on his name. And the elect are going to call upon the name. Okay? Ecclesiasticus 17:10. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Okay? Faith is a beautiful gift, you know. When you got faith, that's which is an amazing gift like that, man. You can do, and especially, and Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is with you, and you got that faith. Whew, you know, that is a really, 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 really beautiful thing. Okay, Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. The elect have the name. The elect are the friends of the Lord. The elect are covered with the Yahweh Hashem Yeshua's wings, Psalms 91, verse 4, right? And the elect are the sons of God, okay? And the common theme here for the elect is they're going to have the name, okay? They're going to have the name, and they believe on the name, and they call upon the name, okay? And the Lord hears them, and the Lord's giving them spiritual confirmation on a daily basis. When the elect throw out prayers in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, things are happening, things are moving, things are churning, things are turning, okay? Things are happening, okay? And what the video is centered around what? Belief on his name, okay? The name is very important, okay? As mentioned, in this world, right? Even in this evil world, right? If you watch, I believe, is it Eyes Wide Shut? On the left-hand side, didn't Tom Cruise need to have a specific name to get inside that mansion for that weirdo party? All right? That's on the left-hand side, okay? Which is nothing. Okay, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai on the right hand side, the name is also important. Okay, you think the Lord is gonna look at you with favor, right? I mean, if you're an elect member and you don't know the name yet, you're gonna come into it. Okay, that's different. But if you think the Lord's gonna look at you with favor, if you're gonna call on Jebus, you're gonna celebrate Christmas, Halloween, Turkey Day, you know, Thanksgiving, right? Oh, it's just for the kids, you know, wearing those Christmas sweaters. You think the Lord's gonna look at you with favor? Or disdain or anger? Huh? How do you think the Lord's going to look at you? Okay, the Lord's not going to look at you with favor. All right? The Lord is looking at the elect with favor. Why? Because they believe on his name. Acts 4:12. There's only one name under heaven that we must be saved. All right? Ecclesiasticus 17:10 and 10 again. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Okay? Let me get the definition of optimism. I like getting definitions of words. Optimism. Oops. Optimism. And let's go to then go to the Merriam or the Cambridge. Let's go to Merriam first. Optimism, okay? Thinking optimistically about the future. What the hell is this? Okay. Thinking optimistically about the future. An optimistically upbeat forecast. Optimistically, he anticipates that nuclear weapons will never be used again. Will never be used in war again. That's spiritual, man. Well, nuclear weapons will be used. You know, optimism, feeling or showing hope for the future. Okay, only the elect are optimistic. All right, the elect have optimism and the right to optimism because we know better days are coming. We can feel it, you know, that feeling in the air. You know, we know those days are coming, man. We just know it. Obviously, we have to go through the straight gate in this hellish conditions for a short while. You know, optimistic, hoping or believing that good things will happen in the future. You know, hoping or believing that good things will happen in the future. And that's only the elect, man. All right. So let's go John 1:12 again. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. The elect believe on the name. The elect rely on the name, like that song, Lean on Me When You're Not Strong, right? The elect are the friends of Yahweh Shai, okay? The elect are constantly praying, uh, paraphrasing the scripture, praying without ceasing, all right? I believe that's in First Thessalonians. Okay, and I've quoted it. Let me check that's correct. First Thessalonians. Is it 5:17? Yeah, pray without ceasing. First Thessalonians 5:17. All right, First Thessalonians 5:17. Pray without ceasing. Okay. So the elect believe in the name, the elect call upon the name, the elect are the friends of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, if you go to let's go to Zechariah 13:9, and I will bring the third part, the 1/3 again, through the fire, and will refine them as the silver is refined. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Mashai is my power. Okay, and what does the Lord say here? They shall call on my name. That's the 1/3 are going to call upon the name. Okay, all right. The elect have optimism because they know good days are coming. All right, and the elect are the sons of God, and the elect believe on the name. All right. All right, I'm going to leave it there now. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. And by the way, what time is it? 1:44, 4:41 a.m. Raktia Bahashem Shai. All right, so yeah. Subscribe to the channels of our apostles and elders, men of great millstone. Okay, they are the men of the Lord. Subscribe and be edified. If you're an Israelite, be edified. If you're not Israelite, still keep watching because you need to know what your outcome is. All right. Anyway, all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Mawatha Badbabal, Kwam Yashrala. Okay. The elect believe on the name. The elect are the friends of Yahweh Shai. The elect have optimism. Okay. The election hath obtained it, the rest are blinded. Okay. The Lord said, call upon me on the day of trouble. All right. And how are you going to call upon the Lord if you don't know his name? Okay. A lot of you are following these false camps, so you're going to fall by the wayside, man. All right. But, I'm saying it, paraphrasing scripture again. The election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And the elect believe on his name. And the elect have optimism. Because better things, better times are coming. And we got not just hope for the future. We know there's going to be a good future. We've already won the battle. We're just going through each day until we get to that point where we're in the kingdom. But otherwise, we've already won. We just have to go through, from a worldly point of view, we just have to read our lines every day like we're in a big movie and get to the point where we're in the kingdom, Go through the motions, as they say. Anyway, all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Shai, Bashem Rakakodash, Moath, Kwam Yashra, Shalom.